So faith, hope, and love abide. These three, but the greatest of these is love.
The story of early Christianity really speaks to the power of ideas. That is what creates history. That's what changes people. That's what makes civilization. It's ideas. It always starts with ideas.
A 150 years later, on the outskirts of Carthage, one of the largest ports in the Roman Empire, a group of Christians meet in secret. Private houses double up as churches.
Early Christianity was a religious movement for the extremely poor, for the slaves, and for many women. Basically, anyone who didn't have a voice in Roman society could find a voice in the Christian movement.
Across the empire, 8 million people are slaves, with no rights in Roman law. 30 million are women who can't vote or hold public office. Among them, Perpetua, 22 years old, a new mother, and a subversive. A year earlier, an imperial decree made conversion to Christianity illegal. Converts like Perpetua are now enemies of the state. Their crime: refusing to honor the Roman gods.
You had to be a little bit crazy to be a Christian. It was enough to get you killed. Because you were saying your allegiance was to Christ and to his Father, and not to the emperor.
You would have been always looking over your shoulder, like, is someone following me, or does someone know I'm a Christian? You would have been paranoid, and you would have been kind of afraid to really talk to anyone openly.
The Empire's secret police, the Frumentari, they use a network of informers to hunt down dissidents. Perpetua is charged with treason. She's sent to prison to await her fate. She keeps a diary, the earliest words that still survive, written by a Christian woman.
I am not to fight with beasts, but against the devil. And I know that victory is waiting for me.
The ultimate test for any believer: to die for your faith. Christian dissident Perpetua faces a horrible death in the arena at Carthage. Christians are thrown to wild animals, or covered in tar and burned alive, or beheaded. But Perpetua can still save herself if she makes an offering to the Roman gods.
The Romans come to these people and they say, look, you're stirring up trouble for us. Make some public declaration that says you're not against the state. Admit that the emperor is a god, and that'll show that you're okay.
Perpetua's family visits her in prison. She's allowed to nurse her baby. Her father pleads with her to back down and accept the Roman rules.
Daughter, he said, have pity on me. Do not abandon me. Have pity on your baby. Give up your pride. I tried to comfort him, saying, it will happen as God wills.
A real Christian can't denounce their religion. They can't do it in public, they can't do it in private, they can't do it in their heart, they can't do it at all because they will burn in hell forever. That's the belief.
Imagine how profoundly courageous one had to be. To put your life on the line and say, yes, I am a follower of Jesus Christ. The courage to do that, that simple act, speaks volume about the power of faith.
According to her diary, Perpetua goes willingly to her death. Her courage inspires one of the prison guards, a man called Pudens, to convert. Thousands of Christians are executed. They become known as martyrs. But the more Christians the Romans kill, the more popular the religion becomes. In 100 years, the number of followers grows from 200,000 to 6 million. 1 in 10 people in the empire is Christian. From North Africa to Britain, the religion becomes so common, all laws against it are lifted. And then, a watershed moment. The year is 337. The Emperor Constantine is dying. He makes a decision that will shape the future of the Roman Empire.
The time's arrived I have long hoped for, with an earnest desire and prayer, that I might obtain the salvation of God.
The most powerful man in the Western world is baptized.
For hundreds of years, Christianity was being quelled and put down by the Roman Empire, even persecuted. Now it's okay to be a Christian.
Once Constantine is baptized, the whole empire then shifts towards Christianity. And then anybody who wants a stake in it, politically and economically, needs to be a Christian as well.
A new Christian capital rises in the east of the empire. Constantinople, today Istanbul. At its heart A church larger than any temple in Rome. Hagia Sophia, the Church of the Holy Wisdom. Today, there are 2.2 billion Christians, nearly a third of the world's population.
His followers have changed every part, every portion, and every corner of the earth. And that has to be understood of the power of this one person over 2,000 years ago.
One man's death in the Middle East inspires a message that spreads around the world. A world connected like never before. Christianity, the lasting legacy of the Roman Empire.